It's okay.
That's okay.
English, you want to say, exercise. There's exercise of body and speech and mind. For example, when I do prayer very loudly, it seems maybe this helps diabetes to go down. Diabetes. I have some a thought when you say prayer loudly, it becomes an exercise for speech. So it might be help diabetes to go down. Yeah, I can only. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. That is sorry. Yeah. Huh? Oh, the whole money going to tell my dad. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So, Lama Tsongkhapa said in the Lojong, the poetry, Lojong Nyenatsig, I think, I don't remember the title very well clearly. Lojong Nyenatsig, I think. Nyo didi ma jangna rangre lejo wang rangre lejo wang zamba dewa she jang dawang me dubo she jang dawang me teji lendu luwa me sam lendu teji lendu luwa me sam ne so kuga. If you don't purify our negative karma, obscuration, ourselves, so heavy controlled by karma, our karma, not somebody's karma, our karma. They were shaking. So, you see, even you have they were shaking. Even you know this happiness, you know. Even you know they like so much. They like so much. Your pleasure or your sensual life, or so to say. Even you know this is happy, but you have no choice. Always to be there. You have no choice. Dharma has no choice yourself. So like you have $1 billion, $1 trillion, $1 trillion, or you want to have an apartment with a swimming pool, all the things, you know. If you have, then you are enjoying sort of. Even you are enjoying, or you know, things like that. For example, yeah, I'm just giving an example like that for. Or you want a horse to ride on, but you got a horse, then you're so happy to get the horse to ride on, or something, or there are many funny things can happen. So you're happy, you know. but you have no choice. But you have no power, you have no choice. To be always like that, you have no choice. Even how much you want, you have no choice. Dharma, no choice. To be like that for all the time. No. Even you are Devarilam, like Indra, Brahma, unbelievable, the wealth and the power and all that. Unbelievable, sense pleasure, but you have no choice all the time. Forever to be like that, you have no choice. So anything you see, human example, there's anything you have no choice. You see, people like this, people like to be even more better, always more better, always more wealthy, like that, but there's no choice. Always to be like that, you see. For example, in Hong Kong, I told you already, I think a long time ago, they're rich Indians, very rich Indians, with several those high tower buildings. So when they were wealthy, before the economic went down in the world, when they were wealthy, so they just didn't care. The most important mistake is they didn't know karma. They didn't recognize karma. Well, this life came from this life problem came from the cause, non-virtue, and the success or wealth and all that came from good karma. They don't know karma. So when they were wealth, they just didn't care, and they just many things creating good karma. They didn't know karma, so they didn't bother to create the good karma. To create good karma, either the books they didn't know. So like that. So what happened? Then much later, when the economy went down, even they have to worry about the place to house to even normal place they stay. So the economic business so much went down, so it became difficult, very difficult. And then for the class, the high class of family, they have been joining that for their life, the rich people. So they have to show their face. They have to show the appearance and the rich family community. So, so they have to keep that picture, you see, face. So life is very expensive. So they didn't wealth like before. So then they have to keep the face. You see, so much difficult. So they kature. So all the business went down. So my relative Pemba monk, who the resident teacher of the Hong Kong Center, so he calls 60 times a day. 60 times a day he talks. Because he has no other friends to talk to, to get some help. You see, that's my relative, the Pemba monk. So he talks 60 times in the beginning. But later he a little bit scold, then become a little less scolding. Then sometimes go to see. So get ideas, some pujas or something. I'd ask him to read Aya Sangha Sutra. It's unbelievable. So those who don't find job or things like that, but anything, then to read Aya Sangha Sutra. I don't remember exactly, but I think Buddha's equal number of the saints going to River Ganga, that many Buddha. So I think the 4 times like that, 4 times, 8 times, I'm not sure. They must marry you collect. So I told him to. So I think he did read the number I told him, but I don't think he paid attention, even one verse. He read, but I don't think he paid attention even one verse. Even one line, I don't think he paid attention. It just really like a machine. I think he didn't pay attention even one line. So it's like that. And then also, I recently, some time ago, I also just told them to read because they have a house in Bombay to sell, but couldn't get because they rented the house for a long time. It was difficult, so much. So now difficult to sell all that. Oh, so that you see, if you don't know karma, that came from your mind, then you see you're supposed to abandon the cause of suffering, cause of all the difficulties, and then you're supposed to practice virtue, which cause of success, happiness, you see, from your mind. Yeah, the positive thought is in, but there's no so then difficulties. Oh, like that. Then the whole family dislike him, the one who got the responsibility. Like that whole family. And he's nobody. He talked to there was a Bamba, married to the monk, like that. Not become much less, I think, calling. But so anyway, so like that. You see, in the past, we had many buildings owned and karma. You see, I remember Buddha Dharma, karma. So then you see, do you think it's always going to be like this? You think your life is also going to be rich like this, so wealthy like this? But that's totally wrong. So you see, all life totally changed after. So they were shaking down, no choice. Even it's much world and so much pleasurable, no choice. So it changes, no choice. Even the suffering is suffering. Then even you know, you see, you don't want experience. You don't want, but no choice. You have to experience. You have to go through that until the karma finishes. So, even how much you don't like it, no choice. You have to go through that until the karma finishes. So on. But sometimes both the Lord himself, eons, Lama Tsongkhapa. So even the human life, the suffering, can't stop. Then you have to go through for a long time. So, therefore, think, the action result is unbetraying. Lua mabal, unbetraying. Lua mesam, then I think Lua the karma is unbetraying. All that if you create virtue, the result suffering definitely. If you create non-virtue, definitely. If you create virtue, result happiness, definitely. Then expandable. The second one is expandable. You create one virtue, happiness for many hundred lifetimes. One good karma. Oh, the one negative karma, your friend experience suffering for many hundred lifetimes. 500 lifetimes more. Then, but the karma is not done created. You never experience the result. So virtue or non-virtue, is it the happiness or suffering or the new experience? Chabachim, so the karma that we have created, no matter how small it is, no matter how small it is, or the so even after billion, zillion, trillion, so then after trillion, or then eons, even that small negative karma experiences. Even after, I don't know, when the zillion, doesn't last. It experiences. One is ready, one is powerful to experience. I like that, even small. So you can't ignore, this such small thing, it doesn't matter. You can't ignore like that. Some harm to insect or to harm people, whatever. You can't do that. Even small virtue, you want even small happiness, but therefore you must create even small happiness and virtue. So now their choice, now then you have choice, karma, the white and black, you have choice. From now on, from today, Zen. How do you say? Zen? I mean, one word of to be careful, but not exact. But how do you say in English? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's not the word, but be careful. Negative karma, towards the negative karma, digbile, towards the negative actions, be careful. Must pay attention. Or just being careless, you do that being, even you do accept general karma, but you've been careless, or something like that. Or they even small, this is small, this man that happened, shouldn't do that. They will to be careful with negative karma. Tonu sune gela bevercha, giva bevercha, tonu sune giva from today, from today, this night, from this night, should attempt virtue. So avoid the from today, abandon the negative action, and from this night, attempt the virtue. From this night, attempt the virtue. So even the small one. Kana lela samba sangela, kana lela samba sangela. So white karma and black karma, this is all things to do. Samba sangela is all to do with the bad attitude, good attitude. It's a question of that. So the done good attitude is the white karma. If it's done with bad attitude, is the negative karma. Samba sangla, sadhan lamyang sang. So if your heart is good, then everything turns out good. So even you are traveling, the Kasavali, yeah. Wherever you go, in the road, everything is path and everything turns out good. Sportive, everything turns out good for you. And if your heart is bad, then everything turns out bad. So you meet wherever you go, there's always obstacles. Everything turns out bad. So also, also, you see, also one thing, it depends on past karma. So if you live with good heart, with everybody, even with the insects, helping them, freeing them from suffering, give food, so even with the insects, or then with everybody you help. I say, oh, like that, you see. Because whatever you can do, you help. But of course, main thing is the more you practice Dharma, meditate and path, train your mind to Lamrim, path to the enlightenment, or the higher your realization go higher, all the able to benefit the sentient is more, deeper and deeper. All like that, you see. So if you exercise Bodhisattva, as I went through benefits many days, so whatever you do, see realization, Bodhisattva, wherever you go, whatever you do, always benefit of sentient beings. Whatever you do, even you speak, even you give food to the dog, it's always great benefit for the sentient beings. So there was one monk, Garland from Baksa. He was very ascetic, very renounced. Shoes, some black leather put, and then just whipped with the big needles, and just very simple, very happy monk, very simple. Although he generated bodhichitta, this monk. He has, I think, where's some of the root text, I think maybe, on bodhisattva text. That's all what he had text. He was one time Dushita, not Dushita, I think it, down below, down below. Sorry, then Gancham on the window. While he went to a PP, then he wanted to check his text, what text he has. The bodhisattva and that's great samadhi text. So he was asked by His Holiness to buy candies and give the school children. So with the bodhisattva, so the great benefit of sending for children. So he went to buy candies in the market. I think Lord Dharma or something. Then he had an shanta like this, put many candies. He put in the shanta. He's coming up the backside to this, road coming up. Then get him on the mat. So he was going to give the school children. So it was his own advice. All like that. You see, then he was coming from Bombay on foot to Delhi, to Dharma, on foot. So there was one place, a fisherman, some fishermen, 2-3 fishermen, they're very poor, catching fish. But he's also very poor. The monk from Gatan, the Geshe, yeah, he was very poor, and so Mitchell very poor. So he gave money to the fishermen to stop fishing. He gave money, but at the same time he was also very poor as them. So he asked them to not fish. So I think not whole life, just that day. I think he gave money. So they felt the same. Why he's giving money to stop fishing? It was the same. So like that happened. And then one time there was a lot of rain, and he was standing in the water. So slowly, under the feet there was warm. There was heat, Then he didn't realize he was standing on the top of the snake. Snake was like this, curl. He was standing on top. So gradually heat generated. It was snake. And from Pakistan, Gadam monastery monk from Pakistan, Changze. Anyway, so so like that, even bodhichitta, whatever you do, then unbelievable benefit to the sentient. So sentient beings, whatever service they're offering, just by even saying that, they get so much they collect, so unbelievable marriage. All the tamje samatha drive, so whole life, you see. Oh, everything depends on your mind. Tamje samatha drive. So you see, if your mind is so selfish and some of the attachment, the anger, impatience, and so selfish, then everything becomes problems. Then you find so much problem in the life. Even if you live in a 5-star hotel, even if you live in a 10-star hotel, but you find so much we don't like it. Just, mind is not happy. Kind of very boring, and that you see wherever you go, wherever you go, you go in the city or you go to the mountains or whatever. See, so then you see, so due to the past Namgyalma, they lived a self-changing thought and so then you see, do that. Then whatever you eat, whatever you hear, whatever, everything's unpleasant. So it is not according to your wish. So many problems, all like that. You see, all like that. Then also the second thing is. Due to bad heart, due to negative mind, then you see, your mind got trained in negative way, looking everything bad. Instead of looking everything positive, looking everything bad, this, this. Even documents not outside, bad. Or, causing me to get lung. I mean, even birdman noise that makes you get angry, Oh, then it's so difficult to have peace in the mind. Oh, then, like that, you see. So almost everything, so almost everything, whatever appears to you, whatever you hear, taste, whatever, everything becomes kind of an enemy, kind of a disturbance to you. Oh, like that. So life becomes so unhappy. So, so whatever appears become rising enemy to your, rises your enemy. Like that, you see. So, for example, the one hotel you say, then there's night time there's a bug. But the red flea. Oh, one time there's a night time you find a flea in the bed. One flea. Flea is so tiny, so small. Your body is so big, but so tiny. And a flea, wow, gets so scared, wow. Then you move to another hotel. Then, but because that, you move to another hotel. The hotel is so bad. So the example the tamja samatha. So if you see, even though bad things, but you see, you have a positive mind, looking at everything positive, labeling everything positive, appearing everything positive to you, everything becomes easy for you, pleasant for you, even though it's past karma, whatever, sicknesses and this and that. But you see, but your good heart label good and appear good, and then you make your life simple and enjoyable, satisfaction and fulfillment. With the good heart, fulfillment. Then with the satisfaction, no attachment, no killing, grasping, then the satisfaction. like that. So all dependent on peace in your life depends on your heart. So everything depends on your heart. So therefore, the most essence, most important thing in the life, even sanghas and non-sangha, lay, everyone, young, old, everyone, is a good heart practice. Even if you don't believe reincarnation karma, as I mentioned already, good heart practice is the most important. All that thing. Yeah, then to achieve enlightenment. Not to bring the sentient beings for life is to benefit us. Your life is to benefit our life, especially human life. This to benefit others sentient beings. So not only to free from the oceans or some sort of suffering, but to bring to a peerless happiness, the total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization. All that. And therefore, I must achieve enlightenment, and therefore, I'm going to take all transmission of the Lama Tsongkhapa teaching, the Garland of jewel. Chanjo Sembe no Chama Bodhisattvas Garland of jewel. I received the teaching from Deputy Gita Chancho Rinpoche. This is the first one from the Lojong Nyenatsig, the one-handed Lojong. This is the first one. Received from Dhammasala, from Deputy Gita Chancho Rinpoche, except the Shambhachital, the Satya, Shambhachital parting away from the four clinging. So, so that one I received from Deputy Rinpoche at the Himalaya Yogi, Nepal, Kathmandu, Himalaya Yogi. So received the commentary of that. Then or the English? Where's the English? No, Chamba has it. You said.
There was another text that I taught Rinpoche.
Huh?
This morning I thought you were talking about another text, so I asked Champa about that text that she has, but it's not.
I can add it to it. But it's very good to hear in English, that's why. But then if it's not correct, then the lung won't be perfect. So better in Tibetan. English? Whose translation? Whose translation? Huh? Yeah, okay. Tudin Jimba, Jen should be good. Huh? Oh yeah, yes. Guys, I read in English, but hopefully everything's perfect, complete. So sometimes, I mean, if you're not checked well, then that things, not necessarily hard subject, but even smaller things. If I read English, so people understand something what he's talking about. That's the main thing. English, more positive. But it's about Garland at the time. It's about how to live life, basically, how to live life. The purpose was asked to give the room of that. Actually, he requested to give the room of the 100, the Lojong, but he said that there wouldn't be enough time to do all hundreds. Also, the Sheriff asked a few times, and then I did start with Geshe Sheriff and Pemba and in Towers a long time ago. then didn't get continue. Then I thought to the Ensara, but they came then they were the many monks are. So I thought to do Lojong Nyenatsig beginning room of that. Then do the Hayakawa, most secret Hayakawa, room the Kaka Tantra was a great Lama from Mongolia. Three volumes written by him, then 2 volumes by Pipti Lama. Then the oral transmission of the Masikra Hayakawa, it would take a lot of time. So I think, yes, the monks are a little bit, who requested a little bit worried, may not finish. So, like that. Last time I did mostly the Hayakawa room, but in the morning I did the Katambas teaching the very beginning thought transmission, opening door for Holy Dharma. So, and did that and did my own kind of life experience. And so I think I heard many things even the older monks found beneficial. So like that. I heard Mandala, what the older monks said and things like that. So that was finished. So the Lojong Nyenatsig, the one called very difficult. Sanskrit title is Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva Manna Bali. Homage to great compassion. Homage to great compassion, homage to teachers, homage to the teachers, homage to the faith divinities. Discard all, this first one, discard all lingering doubts and strive with dedication in your practice. Truly relinquish sloth, mental dullness and laziness, and strive always with joyful perseverances. Second, with the second stanza, with the mindfulness, vigilance, and consciousness, constantly guard the gateways of your senses. Again, 3 times both day and night. Examine the flow of your thoughts. The third stanza. Reveal your own shortcomings, but do not seek out others' evil. Conceal your own good qualities, but proclaim those of others. Forsake wealth. Fourth stanza. Forsake wealth and the ministrations. At all times, relinquish gained fame. Have modest desire, be easily satisfied, and reciprocate kindness. The fifth stanza, cultivate love and compassion, and stabilize your awakening mind. Relinquish the 10 negative actions. and always reinforce your faith. Sixth stanza. Destroy anger and conceit, and be endowed with humility. Relinquish wrong livelihood, and stand by ethical livelihood. Forsake material possessions. Embellish yourself with the wealth of the noble ones. Avoid all trifling distractions, and reside in the solitude of wilderness. Number 8 stanza. Abandon frivolous words. Constantly guard your speech. Even you see your teacher and preceptors, reverently generate the wish to serve. 9th stanza. Towards wise beings with Dharma eyes, and toward beginners on the path as well, recognize them as your spiritual teachers. In fact, when you see any sentient being, view them as your parent. But probably, in fact, maybe not in Tibetan. So, when you see any sentient being, means I think may not be that directly written. When you see any sentient being, view them as your parent, your child, or your grandchild. And we always in meditation, motivation, and always in meditation, that's all mother sentient beings. So everyone become your family. From beginningless birth, being mother kind, unbelievable kind. So everything become family. Renounce the negative friendships in this 10th stanza, and renounce the negative friendships and rely on a spiritual friend. Dispel hostility and unpleasantness, and venture forth to where happiness lies. Abandon attachment to all things. This is 11th stanza. Abandon attachment to all things and abide free of desire. Attachment fails to bring even the highest realms. In fact, it kills the life of true liberation. The 12th stanza. When you encounter the cause of happiness, in these hours preserve. Whichever task you take up first, address this task primarily. In this way, you ensure the success of both tasks, where otherwise you accomplish neither. 3rd stanza. Since you take no pleasure in negative deeds, when a thought of self-importance arises, at that instant deflect your pride and recall your teacher's instruction. Number 4, the stanza. Number 14. When discouraged thought rises, uplift your mind and meditate on the emptiness of both. When objects of attraction or aversion appears, view them as you would illusion and appreciation. Number 15. When you hear unpleasant words, view them as ego. Then bracket is mere ego. When injury afflicts your body, see them as in the bracket the fruit of past deeds. See them as past deeds. Them as the fruits. But probably men be in Tibetan environment and so on. That's explained. 16th stanza. Dwell utterly in solitude, beyond town limits, like the carcass of wild animal. Hide yourself away, in the forest, it says, and live free of attachment. Number 7, stanza. Always remain firm in your commitments. When a hint of procrastination and laziness arises, at that instant, enumerate your flaws and recall the essence of spiritual conduct. Spiritual conduct. However, number 18, however, if you do encounter others, speak peacefully and truthfully. Do not grimace or frown, but always maintain a smile. Number 19 stanza. In general, when you see others, be free of muzzleness and delight in living, and delight in giving. Relinquish all thoughts of envy. Number 20 stanza. To help soothe others' mind. Forsake all disputation and be endowed with the forbearance. 21 stanza. Be free of flattery and fickleness in friendship. Be steadfast and reliable at all times. Do not disparage others, but always abide with the respectful demeanor. When 22 stanza. When giving advice, maintain compassion and altruism. Never depend their teachings. Whatever practice you admire, with the aspiration and the 10th spiritual deeds. Strive diligently, dividing day and night. 23rd stanza. Whatever virtue you gather through the 3 times, dedicate them toward the unexcelled great awakening. Disperse your merit to all the sentient beings, and utter the peerless aspiration prayers of the 7 limbs at all times. 24th stanza. If you proceed thus, you will swiftly perfect merit and wisdom, and eliminate the 2 defilements. Since your human existence will be meaningful, you will attain the excellent, you will attain the unexcellent, no, you will attain the unexcelled enlightenment. The 25th, the world of faith, the world of morality, the world of giving, the world of learning, the world of the conscience, conscience, the world of conscience, the world of shame, and the world of insight. These are 7 riches. This 26th stanza. These precious and excellent jewels are the 7 inexhaustible riches. Do not speak these to those not human. Among others, guard your speech. When alone, guard your mind. This concludes the Bodhisattva jewel Garland, composed by Indian abbot Demangara Shikana. That's it. So the finishing. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. 자가르기도 bodhisattva 아말레 베거도 산주였으면 어디 좀 말아 자도를 만나 자도를 되벨라 자도 든데 돌았는데 저도자 니모레로라 반저 다도 들베 전나 시즌 바 예배 어머건다도 소인데도 송야야야 선별 조라 다바자 다게 녀바 다다지 신예 조바자 메저 다게 윤데 바자지 신예 윤데 다바자 녀당구대 방자전 제라 다도 방마자 더버중에 조세다 세라 제라 진도서 와자 잠단 인제 검자지 잔주 진내 담바자 뭐든 방자지 다도 대바 담바자 초당 아자 심자지 매배 삼다 담바조 로베 조아 방자지 지에 조에 조바자 상제 담자 방자지 파베 너지 담바자 두제 담자 방자지 검바네 바자 차례지나 방자지 다도는 담바자 라마겐보 동외자 뜻외름 루제바 구벌 라마겐보 동외제 아니 그배는 빠져서 그배름 루제바자 강사 주제 미젠다 레당보 예심자라 레당보이 레당보 바에 심제라도 배두지 제바자 심제 단제 동에서 파마 보데 두지게 대배 저바방데 저기외신에 담바자 당다민데 세바지 한도 대왕조아자 강라 잡아방데 저 잡아 매바네 바자 타베든 로미데 타베서 연자바자 간도대베 초동와 드네 따도 배바자 도마 잡아가에 바 당보 드니 주자 자나는 고내 대신도 네가 주민주 따도 되단가 대베 간도대베 심정대야 되는가자 자자자가 매당아 담바자 심외심내 중에서 생계생에 도와자 네가 동바 니 조금 강도와 차단이 주대 유마 주바 신주다 민예전남 답에서 자자신도 다바를 나바 중에 정제라서 다와자 Petagoma Ramnesi, da Sivi Roshindo, Daga Dani Baja, Chapameva, Nevacha. Tatu Yidam Tenjaji, Lonyam Lesem, Teja Dalang, and Raju Tusi Nimbo Jembaja. Kante Shanatum, the Shide Soba Mevada. Shite Sombora Mevada, Junior Muslim. 다도 중심에 맞자 진도 신학동에서 선함의 진진라가 저도단데 방와자 only seek the sentient Rinpoche essence enter in the room and you start first, Rinpoche will tell about the weather. Always this Rinpoche always begins many times. When you person, they will talk about how the water was good, bad, bad. I don't hear much, but how the water and this and that, So I think it must be something like this to please the person who came to the room, to please to make the sentient being happy. So I think if it is not something you have to talk about, yeah, that's the thing. 타도 담대 방화자 신지 있음의 수행이 주도와 담대 방자지 타도 서단대 맞아 뭐가 미진 사조면 in order to protect others' mind, then you give up jealousness. Somebody, in order to protect others' mind, then you give up the debating. So, debating like makes the kind of talks the other person to sort of fold or to makes to sharp, sort of kind of that hurts the other person's mind by debating, you see. Always you have patience. Always you have to practice patience. Only that person first time you meet, also you flatter so much, and or that person first time to help you, and then so much start by so much, and then that doesn't last long time. Then every time it changes, not that person, somebody else, like the boyfriend, girlfriend. So now that you have to keep so Tato Tune Tubaja, Shana Neba Pangta Kuwe Nebaja. Shana Danga, Jebezing, Japanese Demba, Chola Guam Deshing, Kam Deshing, Kamea Della Dumbada, Churchinum Jugunan in the Cheba Bebaja, to Sungawaja Zaba, Lamechan, Jimbo, Sona Semjan Namladar, Tatua Dumba, Amona Chimoda. Tarachana Sunanda is on your Zabajo. Jimmy Jan, Jibani Jan Sigude, Militaba, Lametan Tabajo. Tebena, that children, no, not on the Tayong of the ship, Sharon Niji, no yet, but the name is in Mayana Jamaica, Mamma Nangarada, Chibur, Nasanada, Jaji Kimba Ponte Mamis, some machine with the what also on that. Is 6 o'clock? Oh, that's I think. So I think I can finish quickly. Rocket. I don't know where it goes, but the Namgyalma is a incredible powerful. It's for long life, but it's not for long life. It's not only for that. It's so powerful to purify the karma. If you recite, if the animals hear Namgyalma mantra, never get upon lords, never get upon hell, hunger, or animals, never get upon if they hear. The other one is Maitreya Buddha mantra. So the best go to the kind of never ever get upon lords. So the Namgyalma has a long mantra, short mantra. So it will come out. I will give the room of that. And then you see, if you hear, you recite Namgyalma, you hear or you recite Namgyalma mantra, then in all the lifetimes, your life always goes to enlightenment. Always, never go down. And you always see Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Always, in all your lives. Bodhisattvas are around, you see, always. And so your life always goes to enlightenment. All like that. So, very easy to be on Pure Land, all that. So it's incredible benefits. They recite the Namgyalma mantra. Only to recite animals is one of the best one to recite. Animals say, of course, all money payment is the main thing, but all the Namgyalma mantra, it's unbelievable. Oh, of course, so we, I think I mentioned, I think met in, there's a mantra met in Singapore. But there's also met by Peter, his wife, Dennis, met the statue, the life size one, to build, 50-story material, but in the past, which we thought. So, yeah, he met a very, very big one. So I said, each week, Sanghas must carry to the beach, so many times they take, and then they go in the water, the different mantras, the one big one, and then carry in the water for 1 hour or something. So before one there was Gunsang also helped. Also to the monks, in the water, in the ocean water, mantra to go inside. So then, There many times we do from the bridge, the bridge there. So from bridge, then you send the mantra in the water. So you hold, then one hand recite whatever mantra you want to recite. One mala, then you pass that to somebody. The idea is, otherwise, one person keep a long time, then that takes a long time. So one mala, whatever recite, keep this board on the water. So when you finish one, then pass through somebody else. So like that. So what happens is, water, the touching the mantra, then it purifies all the numberless sentient beings in the water. Even the people who are playing at the beach, who are in the beach, whose body in the beach, and all those then purify Nigridhikama, Nigridhikama, and then Nigridhikama, and when they die, then get reborn human being or deva, higher rebirth, and to meet Dharma, hopefully to meet Dharma, and to practice Dharma, and achieving enlightenment, and that's the ultimate goal. So to help all the numberless beings live in the water, unbelievable suffering, unbelievable. So to help them, so like that. Every week the sanghas carry the big, the board with the mantras, Namgyalma mantra. So carved, so that there's a new center. I don't know what it's called. There's a mountain, sometimes very peaceful cloud, and the protectors are happy or something. So what's it called in America? So there's big, huge lake. So I did make prayer there. There's a center study group now it's become center. What?
The Dharma Center.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So I asked Fred to make big one there, because it's possible for them to, because the big lake, so to use on the big lake. So I don't know. Yeah. If they're able to, if they're bored, then can take around. You see, can pull by boat, the boat. We did that in America 2 times by boat. There was one time for Rinpoche was there, or Jabje Chudu Rinpoche was there, maybe 2 times I think, and Jabje Chadu Rinpoche was there. Then he recited Namgyalma long mantra all the way through. So we recite blessed water and then put water outside. We did that while we were going around by boat. But the man who to us by boat 2 times, he died. Cancer, he died. So each one cost $4,000. So then we, from different centers, Bajapani, Inland, with the different centers, members, directors coming aboard, and we have some small snacks, and not eating snack, but snake. Then tea and without eating snack, cut the long one. Not that. Sorry. That is I think we planned to recite 1 million Omanipe. Always we planned. Whole life we planned to recite 1 million Omanipe. Whole life. Oh, next life. So as good, I think even we did only. I think we did only mantra. I think just here, I don't think I can finish 100 million. Even we did only the mantra, no teachings.